Hi everybody, this is Donnie Vaughn with Your School Marketing. Tonight's webinar is related to the question of the importance of having a custom Facebook page. So I'm going to spend some time in this webinar talking about why it is important to have not just a Facebook page, but also a custom Facebook page. And I'm going to show you some research. I'm going to show you some examples of things that you could do with a custom Facebook page. So to get us started, I'm going to show you this infographic. And for those of you who don't know what an infographic is, it's very simply kind of what it describes. It's an informational graphic. And what you see here is an infographic that was done by a company called Lab 42, where they did some recent research regarding how social media users felt about Facebook. And so here's what they did. They performed this research, came up with some interesting facts. And so I want to show you some of this. You can see some of the things that they have here. But this is where I want to spend a little time, that those who like brands on Facebook, say 82% of them say that Facebook is a good place to interact with brands. So you know that consumers are taking this very seriously. You also see down here that I feel more connected to the brand on Facebook. 75% of the people felt that way. And here's a good one. 69% of the people surveyed said they have liked a brand just because a friend did. So you get the viral nature of Facebook. We see people all the time. Well, so-and-so liked this page. And one of your friends may have done that, and you said, oh, I wonder what that page is all about. And then ultimately you end up liking that page as well. So there is a viral nature to Facebook. There's a word-of-mouth type of feel to it. So Facebook is very powerful. But here's the stat that I want to get to. Somewhat of a shocking stat to a lot of us in the industry, because while we believed for a long time that Facebook pages were vital to a marketing strategy, having the research to show that was lacking a little bit. And so this infographic kind of proves the point that many of us in this marketing world had been saying all along, that a brand's Facebook page is very, very vital to their marketing strategy. And the graphic here shows that of the people that were interviewed, 50% said the brand's Facebook page is more useful than its website. Now that's a shocking stat. That's, for many of us in the industry, this was a big deal. 50% said the brand's Facebook page is more useful than its website. So here's my question to get us started. When those of you, maybe you're in the admissions group, maybe you're in the communications or marketing department of your school, when you came around the last time, whether it was 2 months ago or 2 years ago, that you had the opportunity to update or build your school's website, how much time did you devote to that? And ultimately, what was the end result? I would probably guess to say that most of you spent a large amount of time, maybe in different committee meetings, on the phone, swapping emails with whatever marketing company or web design company was doing your website for you. You spent a lot of time devoted to making sure that the website that you were putting together did a couple of things. One, it had a good first impression. You had a good look and feel about your website. And then secondly, that it was functional. You wanted people to be able to find what they were looking for. You wanted them to not have to struggle about where to look for information. You wanted it to be easy to navigate and easy to use. And so what you've got here is a situation where I would ask the question of how many of you have spent that same amount of time on your school's Facebook page? Now, those of you who got just a little nervous there know what I'm talking about. Many of you have not spent hardly any time on your Facebook page. You go and you post status updates. you post photos and videos and so forth, and that's great. I'm glad you're doing that, and you need to be doing that. Essential part of your Facebook strategy, your marketing strategy, is to put out valuable content in the form of status updates, photos, videos. But how much time are you spending making sure your Facebook page has a good first impression and is functional, and as this graphic shows, is useful? So what we're going to spend a little time tonight is showing you some examples of some custom Facebook pages that we've done to highlight some things that you could do for your school. Now, there are a lot of different things that you could do with a Facebook page. I'm only going to point out just a few of those, but let's get into those so you can see what I'm talking about. Recently, we had the opportunity to work with the Woodlands Christian Academy, based just right outside of Houston, Texas. Their Facebook page, the goal of the Facebook page was to provide a good first impression and then specific useful functionality. What we did here was we obviously wanted to highlight the building. That was one key thing that the folks at the Woodlands Christian wanted us to do. So we provided a photo. We added some graphic elements with you can see here the girls' faces in the mirror. That was to get your attention. Again, first impression. We wanted to highlight the brand, the logo. That was critical because we wanted to showcase that as well. And then down here, you'll see that we wanted to, their mission statement, if you will. We wanted to showcase that, but not necessarily just to showcase it, but to showcase it in a strategic place. That strategic place is right above the like button. So there's a reason and purpose for this, okay? Now, beyond just that look, you're thinking, well, I could do that. That's easy. Well, then I would encourage you to go ahead and set up a timeline cover photo and a profile image. But here's where the custom part comes in. You'll see here that there are 3 different tabs that we've set up for them: Welcome and Alumni and Athletics. This here is a tab, or a tile, if you will. It's called Photos. It's a stagnant tile. You can't move it around. You can't do anything with it. It's going to represent the latest photo that you uploaded. So you'll see here, this picture looks like the varsity football team. That picture shows up here. These 3 tabs remaining to the right of that photo are custom tabs that we set up for the Woodland Christian Academy. So what we did was we wanted to look at 3 different areas to focus on. And this is where you can get creative to think about products or services, things that make you unique specifically to a school, certain elements of your school that are unique, that separate you from other schools, separate you from the private school versus the public school, whatever it might be. Think of your audience. Think of people, not just existing families who are part of your school already, but prospective families who are coming to get information. And so in the case of the Woodland Christian Academy, we wanted to set up 3 distinct things, and so I'm going to showcase some of those here. Now, excuse me, on the welcome, we set up actually this little feature here. We set up on each one of the tabs. I believe you can set it up. We set it up on the Alumni tab as well as the Athletics tab. And this little feature that I'm showcasing you showing you here is what we call a gating feature. Gating, or a gate, however you want to say it. It's a gate, just like you would to get to someone's home, to get to their front door, you have to open the gate. With the gate closed, you can't get to the front door, and that's kind of the concept. So you see here that they've set up this. We've set up this gate on, let's say we'll show you the welcome so you can see it first. What the goal is to drive your attention over here to this like arrow, which points you to the like button. Obviously, the branded information is critical here too. But watch what happens when I like the page. Once I like the page, that image goes away, and new information appears. And you'll see here you can schedule a tour. There's a video that plays down below. You've got, I'm going to turn that down just a little bit. And so this is what plays on their welcome tab. Now, if you were to go to the alumni tab, you can see that we've set up some key links back to their website. This is a form that goes directly to their website, and then this is a special alumni group that we've helped set them up on so that alumnus of the Woodland Christian Academy can connect, and it's a great function that they wanted to focus on. Now, this last one I'm going to show you is the athletics tab or the athletics page. Here on this page, one of the requests that they were getting was people wanted to find the schedules of the different athletic programs: football, baseball, cheerleading, whatever it might be, volleyball. And they wanted to find a way to do that. Yes, they have that information on their website, but they wanted to make that available to people right here on Facebook. So here's what we did. We put together this graphic at the top, and then you can learn about the philosophy here, but look what it says here. See all team schedules below. And then right below here, in this section here, this is what's using a technology that where we can basically embed their website right here on Facebook. And so right inside Facebook, you can embed the particular page, and this is great. We are now right into their website where we can look at the volleyball schedule, the cross country, the cheerleading schedule. Whichever one of these that you're interested in, you can click on these and find the information. This is right at their website, but they're inside Facebook. So that's a great functionality. It makes it a reason for them to come back to your page and to spend time invested into your Facebook presence. So that's just one feature that I wanted to showcase from the Woodland Christian Academy. I want to now move over to, I'm going to skip around here to the next tab, which is the Fort Worth Christian tab. Now I'm going to click on their welcome. Their welcome has got such a graphic here, and towards the, you can see here it's got a lot of good valuable information, some links to their website. But here's what it's got too. There are two tabs. You can see these black rounded corner buttons here. These are tabs just like you would have on a website or something like that. We wanted to find a way to keep people on Facebook but give them additional information. We just didn't want to cram it all into one particular page. So while the welcome to FWC is great, we didn't want to overload it with a lot of information, i.e. things about the iPads or the MacBooks or things about their Faith in Action program. So we separated them out into 3 different tabs. You can see those located here. We have the welcome, we have the iPad, MacBooks, and then the Faith in Action. But here's where we can keep them on Facebook without having to go to different things. So if I'm on the welcome one, we'll get back to where that needs to be. There we go. I can hover over and click on this, and actually takes me to the iPad MacBooks page. This time it's a little shifted over to the left. You'll see that in just a second. And then I can also get over to the Faith in Action section in the same way. Now, how does this work, and why is this a critical thing that you need to know? Well, think of it this way. When you look at, I'm going to go back to the welcome, for instance. Each of these tabs, if you'll notice up here, this URL. So it's facebook.com/Fort Worth Christian School, and then you have these crazy numbers and so forth. Each one of these tabs, if you'll notice, this ends in 196. We're on the welcome. If I click on the iPad MacBook tab, it's no longer going to end in 196. It shifts over to 144. And the same thing would apply to, I'm kind of jumping ahead here. Here we go. Faith in Action. Instead of being 144, it ends in 351. So you have a unique URL for each particular tab. That's great. You can use that for either, you could on your website, you could link directly to these particular tabs. You don't just have to link somebody to Facebook and go to facebook.com/Fort Worth Christian School. You can directly get them directly to the Faith in Action tab, which is the tab we're on right here. Or if you want to highlight your iPad and MacBook program, yes, you could do it on your website, but you could also link them to this particular tab. And you could think of creative ways that you could do this. You could also place Facebook ads. And your Facebook ads talk about the importance of a 21st century education and using iPads and MacBooks. And you could do a Facebook ad just that's kind of right over here on this side, just like you see these two ads. You could have one for Fort Worth Christian that talks about do you want your kids to enjoy a 21st century education? And don't just link them to your website or link them to facebook.com/Fort Worth Christian School. Link them directly to this URL that talks about the iPads and the MacBooks. You see more information here. So having that unique URL gives you the ability to be specific about where you point your users or prospective families to go to. So that's a real key feature. Now I want to look at the next one, which is the First Baptist Academy in Naples, Florida. You can see their page is set up. We helped them with this page. They've done a new timeline cover photo with their campus in full view here. So you've got that, and you've got the logo over here, but you have these two different custom tabs as well. Now I'm going to showcase first off another feature that you can do, which is videos. Now I'm going to click on this so you can see. They've done a great job of having a very robust YouTube channel where they have a lot of videos, and you can set it up where you can play a lot of videos right here on Facebook. And so yes, you would want to have your YouTube channel so people could find you on that. But if you have a lot of videos, why not be able to embed them right here on Facebook so people don't even have to leave Facebook and they can see your videos? And it's a great way to showcase some of your differentiation. A lot of you have videos for your school to welcome prospective families. Showcase those videos on a tab like this or maybe on another tab. Now, the final thing that I want to showcase is this particular tab here, which is their welcome tab. It's just their kind of greeting, if you will, and they have some key information down here at the bottom. We link over to their website down here. But you see here how we've graphically kind of drawn your attention not only to the like button up here, but over here on the left-hand side, you can see some things about their college preparatory academics, competitive athletics, etc. These are strategic links directly to their website, but this is another creative way to showcase photos, imagery of your school, and yet still be able to provide valuable, functional links to your website. So those are some things, there's some unique ways to showcase your school using a custom Facebook page. Some other examples might be if you had an open house and you wanted to offer somebody a free gift. If they come to your open house and they bring this, it's kind of like a coupon. They bring it and they get a free some kind of school swag. It's a koozie, it's a pen, or I don't know. You get something for bringing this document to the open house. You could create a custom tab, and I'll use the Woodland Christian example. If you had a tab here, instead of saying alumni, you had get your free gift or open house, get your free gift or something like that. And then when you click on this tab here, assuming that this would say welcome to our next open house, and then right down here you could have a link that says get your free gift when you come to the open house, and you click on it and it opens up into a PDF that maybe you have stored on your website server, and from there they can open up the PDF. It opens up in a new window, and voila, they've got everything they want. They've got information about the open house, but then they also have a piece of valuable, a document that's valuable that they can bring to the open house to receive something in return. And so that's a great way of utilizing Facebook, and specifically in the area of a custom Facebook. So let me just kind of close out by giving you just kind of repeating some of the things. Again, the Woodlands Christian was a good example of showcasing how you can identify 3 different areas here that we focus on. Fort Worth Christian, you can have the various things that you want to focus on, but keeping them within Facebook. And then the First Baptist Academy has different ways of offering video, but also strategic links back to their website. So those are some things that you could use on a custom Facebook page. Let me draw you back to this before I let you go. I'm going to close out these so I don't lose track of where I was. Remember the whole point of when we started this. Brands, the research is showing that the brand's Facebook page is more useful than its website. How much time did you spend on your website? How much money did you spend on your website? How many hours did you pour over the design and the look and the feel, the first impression you wanted to have somebody to have? Research is now showing that Facebook page needs to have that same level of intention. You need to put that same level of effort into making sure that your Facebook page has a good first impression and is useful and functional. So think about that as you're thinking, how can our school use its Facebook page more effectively? I would say, number one, make sure it has a good first impression, and then secondly, how can we use it in a functional way? One of the things that we can do at Your School Marketing is to help you with that. So I would encourage you, if you have an interest, go to yourschoolmarketing.com. From there, you can click on the Custom Facebook tab here. You're welcome to fill out the form that's listed here to let us know that you're ready to get started and making a difference with your school's Facebook page, making it stand out and be unique, make it standing out from your competition, because we do have competition in the world of schools. You all know that. But now it's time to take that next step with your Facebook page, get a custom Facebook page, and do something with it that makes it stand out, make a great first impression to your prospective families as well as those existing families. Fill out this form here. Let us know that you're ready to get started, and we can help you get on track to getting a great custom Facebook page that's not only functional but also has a great look. So I hope that you understand what we're trying to go with here. Our goal of this webinar is to teach you how to think outside the box, how you can see the importance of having a custom Facebook page. So again, if you have questions, feel free to call us or contact us, excuse me. Go to yourschoolmarketing.com, click the custom Facebook button, and let us get started helping you with your school's custom Facebook page. Thanks a lot, everybody.